These are going to be awful. I can only imagine. And what was the other flavor you said there was?
Pumpkin spice.
Pumpkin spice chocolate. Like, okay.
Are we gonna? Oh God! Just let me smell.
Oh God, those do smell like shit.
How many are we having to?
At least 2. You gotta have 2 at least.
Okay. You get 4.
4? Why didn't you just give me 2 and you keep 2?
Okay.
I'm not sure if I'm in it for 4.
Okay. On the count of 3.
No, you go first. I want to see you react. Yeah. Go.
They're not good.
No. They're bad.
They're weird.
They kind of taste like syrup.
Yeah.
This was a mistake.
It was your idea.
Hey folks, welcome to the Final Family Podcast, where we talk about this week's nerdiest news. I'm Matt Castle.
And I'm Jessica Castle.
This week we got some Star Wars news. I'm sorry, I'm looking away. We've got some Star Wars news and some Assassin's Creed movie news.
Just kind of a lot of weird mismatched news.
Yeah, just kind of basically a bunch of television / movie news, as well as a couple of things about, some games, which I'm looking forward to. And some weird games that I wasn't expecting at all.
Yeah.
And I think I just missed the announcement before.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So anyway, first story of the night. They dropped a new Star Wars spotlight on us, TV spotlight, and it shows, the same Kylo Ren. I'm on top of it today.
Yeah,
I fucking remembered.
You remember?
Yeah.
And this is just, they have confirmed in previous interviews that his lightsaber is like homemade.
Okay,
there's
all homemade.
Well, I mean, it's
like part of the trials.
But he's not actually, well trained Sith.
God, because they're all fucking dead.
Yeah. Well, in the first teaser, and in this one as well, it when it comes on, it kind of flickers a few times.
Yeah, it's real jagged and stuff.
It's real jagged and stuff. And they're like, there's a reason for that.
Yeah.
Just wait, So.
But yeah, well, we also saw somebody else with a lightsaber with Finn. Our first or second African American Jedi.
Oh, see,
come on!
I know.
You can.
I've flushed as much of the prequels as possible.
We're sorry, Samuel Jackson. It was the only bad movie you've ever been in.
I'm sorry, Mr. Jackson, because I'm not going to presume to call you Samuel. Sorry, Mr. Jackson, but that's my least favorite thing you've ever done.
That's the least favorite thing ever. Everyone. Yeah. Everyone. So, what do you think? If you look real close at the lightsaber Finn is holding, it looks like Luke's hilt.
That is.
And it seems to be a pervasive theory as well. So we'll have to see. I feel like Luke probably is at least going to train Finn, right? Because he's starting the new Jedi Order.
I would think so.
But I have to say, overall, they're doing a lot of hearkening to, New Hope, Luke Skywalker with Finn, being trained by the old guy with the beard, being in a stormtrooper outfit. I'm digging it. I hope, honestly, I know it would be, part of it would be really kind of stupid for them to rehash the same story with basically different characters, but that's kind of what I would like. Yeah. Or at least a very similar, I would like the character arcs to be similar.
Well, New Hope, sorry, my lipstick's all funky from having to guzzle down the milk to wash out the M&M taste. A New Hope is a very classical story type.
Yeah.
So, they can do kind of the same story type, but have, there's a lot of
nuance
variation,
there's a lot of nuance to make it their own.
There's 8 story 8 classical stories and that's it, and everything falls into those categories. So there's a lot of possibility, to still have the same feel.
Right.
And I think
I don't know, I'm still hyped. Like, I actually
very excited.
I read an article
very excited.
about how a lot of people are thinking that media is hyping the new Star Wars movies too much. Like, we could never possibly live up to the hype that is being generated right now. But I would contend that you could never possibly live up to any inherent hype ever for Star Wars. It is Star Wars. It has its own inherent hype machine just built in because all the fans are so rabid.
And I feel like the things I'm seeing with this are at least like images from the movie and trailers. It's not like random. I need to lean back in your arms too much on my chair. Sorry. Like, it's at least concrete things from the movie as opposed to like this random person from that won't be named says it's awesome. So at least
I think that's a lot of it is us not like reading a lot of the specific hype stuff, but like, I'm not actively Googling Star Wars every week because I don't want the possibility of any kind of a leak or anything, or like a script leak, or some repeat of like the Deathly Hallows Harry Potter incident. Like, I don't want to come across that by accident. And so I don't actively like go searching for it. But like, when they release some things, and it's like, if it says Star Wars and spoiler in the title, I probably don't read it. Like, even if it's probably some minor bullshit kind of thing.
I was disappointed. A picture of Luke leaked, and I didn't see it in time because Disney cracked the whip on it and like removed it. But I was like, because like everything I read, like the art, it would be like old picture, the original has been removed, and then an article about like how awesome he looks, and I'm like, damn it, I wanted to see. I'm not on top of these. I don't know. I'm pretty
things. Okay. I can in my mind's eye, I'm picturing basically kind of Obi-Wan meets the Mark Hamill's that we saw throughout the interview process and and throughout the early staging production parts of the thing, just basically the Mark Hamill's version of Obi-Wan, and that would be pretty hard to fuck up, actually. Like, really, like, so that's my mind's eye expectation that I've formulated entirely without any kind of input whatsoever. But I mean, like, he's taking up the Obi-Wan mantle effectively,
and I am just assuming that he's gonna die before the movie's over.
I kind of assume
he has to die. Right?
I kind of assume the 3 of them are gonna go down. You think honestly, all 3? I feel like maybe that's like almost necessary. I don't know.
At least Luke. At least Luke.
Actually, I think if any one of them were to survive, I think it would be Luke, because a lot of the story, in my mind, a lot of the story should center around him rebuilding the Jedi Order, as opposed to leaving it to be one. Like, because I would personally like to see a rebuild of the Jedi Order as opposed to generational handoff so much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I would like to see Luke survive this trilogy, and I would like to see Luke be effectively Yoda and head of the Jedi Council and be the sage wisdom that everyone seeks in the new Jedi Order. And I'd love to see the end of, episode 9 be, younglings in the, the ending for me, like younglings dancing in the Jedi Temple would be...
Dancing?
Like, kind of like to call back to like Ewoks, like like the Ewok celebration kind of
thing. So they're gonna eat some stormtroopers too.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That's a new tenet of new
makes
Jedi
them more powerful. They gain more midichlorians that way through ingestion.
Okay.
The new Jedi Order, cannibalism required. I could actually kind of see that in the Sith.
Yeah, I could definitely see
you could, consuming your enemies as a Sith. Yeah, that would be interesting. So, Okay, so more movie news. Sorry. We got some of our first. I've looked at it like 5 times, and I think it's just a CGI rendering.
I think
of Michael Fassbender. I think I say that right. Yeah.
It looks very digitized.
Yeah,
to me. It's the first look. It looks
very digital. But his first costume, a look at him in costume for Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
The Assassin's Creed movie, which I'm really liking. They have also put out some other details, like they're not going to be doing Ezio Auditore, which is great. I think it's a really good idea.
Good idea. Yeah.
Like, I mean, I actually like that they're not tying it at all to any of the games. Actually, it's not. It's more along the lines of like if they were to make, like Assassin's Creed Rogue. Like Assassin's Creed Rogue is outside the lineage, and Assassin's Creed Unity too. I think are outside. Maybe not. I don't remember for sure if the Unity project was part of Sample 17 or whatever. I'm sorry. I'm Assassin's Creed nerd. It is what it is. I don't think Unity was part of the Desmond Miles genealogy. But like everything else has except for Rogue. So like Unity and Rogue, the games that came out last year, are not part of that lineage. And I'm actually really glad. Again, they've said that basically Fassbender will be a guy who is not Desmond Miles, who is seeking his own lineage, which is Spanish, apparently, which is someplace they haven't touched in history with.
Well, I mean, the thing is,
like, it would be really neat if it was the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be so cool.
Nobody
would expect it, one might say.
They have the whole world. And
we're all still kind of
wide range of time to, I think it's a good idea that they picked somewhere completely different.
Right. It's not even completely different. It's just different. Well, it's different enough.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they've never done a story in Spain before,
Yeah, but you could see a story in Spain being fairly similar to a story in France. Or a story in Europe. I mean, I'm just saying, like, it could, if they don't pick a particular event in history, to stage it around, then it could.
If it's just the Renaissance,
it's just the Renaissance or whatever. That's not gonna read great. If they pick like the Spanish Inquisition, it's gonna be cool as fuck.
Yeah,
it's just gonna be like those are almost always the best games, with the exception of Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah,
we don't know what the fuck happened there, but like you put these things around big events
that people
now that I think about it, that's like the biggest failures of the franchise were around big events. Assassin's Creed 3 was the Revolutionary War. Assassin's Creed Unity, also a huge failure, was the French Revolution. Never mind. Don't do the Spanish Inquisition, folks. That would be bad.
I think in both of those cases, though, it was a failure due to the main character.
I think that in Unity, it was a lot of technical issues, actually, that distracted from what wasn't a great story, but wasn't that bad.
If it had been flawless technically.
But I will defend it. I actually finished Unity. I've pretty much enjoyed it. I like a lot of the systems they added, a lot of the game mechanics they added with like the free running up and down kind of thing. So you can do traversal up and down a little easier, and it's not always I need to find bird shit so I can jump into a bale of hay. It made it feel a lot more fluid. I think the gear system they had was a little bloated.
Yeah.
But it was interesting that you could like kind of level it up. I feel like it would have been way cooler if they had picked one or two and kind of gone with like a fast weapon and a slow weapon, and then you could choose your path, so to speak.
Yeah.
And kind of upgrade that that sword or, you know, set of daggers or what have you to be a little more specialized in that thing, right?
Like daggers or rapiers, you know.
And so you could, you know, your fighting style might change based on the kind of weapon you had, and as you choose to, you know, continue to use a better weapon, a certain kind of weapon, you get different stuff for that weapon. But that's, again, one of the things they were using it in an entirely new graphics engine, so you can't really knock them for having some of the big graphics issues they had. I mean, you can, because you should put out a complete product. But at the same time, as a consumer, anytime you're seeing something new, you see something in a new engine, you should expect fuck ups. You should expect fuck ups. It's just as simple as that. And I know a lot of people will call me out for that. But I mean, it's the reality of the thing. Like, go into
whether it is fair or not.
Yeah, whether it is fair or not. I mean, whether they should put out a complete product or not is not the point. Whether you having tempered expectations, you know, is what I'm talking about.
You'll be happier that way.
Mostly true. Words of wisdom that we'll teach our children one day. So Fassbender's character will be Cullum Lynch, which to me doesn't sound Spanish at all. Maybe I don't know anything about Spanish culture.
That's his name now.
Oh, I didn't get that bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, that is his character in the present.
Yeah,
and he goes into...
Cullum Lynch just kind of says Irish and or Scottish to me.
Yeah.
Or like UK, Ireland.
It says haggard old man, you know, with a wooden hoe, you know, wooden rake in his garden.
That, or it's like the head of the KKK.
Yeah,
one or the other.
Aguilar is his ancestor.
Oh, yeah. I assume that it's got to be said in a different way, because... And I'm not even going to look it up. He's in 15th century Spain. Is that the Spanish Inquisition? No, because that's later than that, right? Like, the Spanish Inquisition was in, like, the 1700s, wasn't it? I don't know history.
No, it wasn't that late. It's probably Spanish Inquisition.
Anyway, I mean, I don't know. It's a different format, though, right?
Now. Yeah.
It is a different format. A movie could actually operate much better around a major event than some of the other stuff does.
Yeah.
And frankly, even with the shittiness of Assassin's Creed 3 and Unity, like, the set pieces they put you in front of,
would still make a good
that
movie.
Like you witness Marie Antoinette getting beheaded, you know, witness major battles in the Revolutionary War.
Spoiler alert.
Fucking come on. It's the French Revolution and you're an Assassin's Creed game.
Just saying, if there are people in the world that didn't know Titanic was based on real events.
Fuck those people. Fuck those people, like, right in the ass. Not there's anything wrong with that. If you like it, whatever. Anyway, 15th century Spain.
Which it would probably be illegal to do that in 15th century Spain. Just putting it out there.
No, yeah, the Inquisition would come back and get you, even if they were like, whatever the fuck. Yeah. Right.
And it's starting filming this week.
Yeah, they started filming on today, I guess. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And then there's a bunch of other names that I don't recognize at all, but they're in movies that I recognize, and that's all there is to that. So, yeah. I have no idea who the fuck Kenneth Williams is, or Michael Kenneth Williams, or Marion.
If you saw a picture, you would...
I'm not even going to try and say that name. Huh?
Cotillard?
I have no idea.
She's French.
Obviously.
She's... What was she? What else was she?
Was she, what's her face? Talia?
I think... I don't know.
Anyway.
I know you've seen her in multiple things. My brain is dead. My brain just stopped.
Thus is Monday.
Yep.
Alright, so I guess the last bit of movie news, is sad news. Freddy Krueger is dead.
Not Freddy Krueger.
No, Freddy Krueger's dead. I don't think they're ever going to make a Freddy movie ever again.
If you told me Freddy Krueger's dead, I would think that's Robert Englund.
Oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's true enough.
Freddy Krueger's daddy's dead.
Yeah. Wes Craven, creator of...
I saw the saddest cartoon. Like, it's a bench, and you're looking at their backs, and, like, Freddy Krueger is crying, and, like, Jason is, like, patting him on the back, like, consoling him. And I was like, That's funny, but it's also sad.
It is. It's sad. So Wes Craven died. I'm sorry.
At 76.
Yeah, he was at age 76. He died over the weekend, I think it was.
Of cancer.
I don't see where it is. The day that he passed?
I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? Sunday?
No, it was Saturday, I think.
Was it?
I don't know. Anyway, it really sucks. God, just like a generation of people grew up being scared shitless by this guy. Like, myself included. Like, so much Wes Craven. Like, I mean, just what a great fucking lunatic writer. Like, I have to imagine that this man was, like, just as broken as Stephen King has been at some point. Like, yeah. Wow. He was born August 2nd, 1939. Jesus Christ. It was just his birthday.
Yeah.
I honestly did not. Did he do Scream? I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
I just remember like the Nightmare movies.
Yeah.
Like that's. I mean, I knew he did other stuff. I just but the Nightmare movies just stick out so much in my brain.
If you look at his IMDb, you're like,
he's done infinite amounts of shit.
It's like 2 million things.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first actually the first Freddy movie, because my parents would not let me watch scary movies.
My parents were broken. I was watching like horror movies when I was like 8.
But the first one I watched was actually the New Nightmare, where it was like
where what's her face comes back. Yeah, the actress. It was just the actress and
it was
and Robert Englund.
And it like Freddy's become real.
Yeah, because they're doing a remake, which was super meta.
I
loved it.
I was like, what? This is crazy. This is insane.
To me, it may have actually been one of the best fucking Freddy movies. Yeah. Like it was. I think it was one of my first ones too. I really liked that movie.
Yeah.
I just loved like the meta aspect of it, and I was, I was like fucking 10 years old or some shit when I saw it. So
was it that long ago?
It was a long time ago.
I don't want to think about. Never mind. I don't want to think about how long ago. About how
things you can't unremember.
Yeah. And then like shortly after that, like whenever I could, catch one of the original one, one of the earlier ones, I would. It hooked me.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Did Kevin Bacon ever do
No,
I know he did Friday the 13th, but I thought he maybe did one of the Nightmare movies too.
You're thinking Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp is in the first one. He's like the boyfriend.
Okay, that's right. He's listening to the headphones, right? Yeah. And he gets destroyed from inside the waterbed or something. Yep, that's how you know you have a douchebag boyfriend, folks. A motherfucker's got a waterbed. This is sign number one.
Sign number one.
That you are with a douche. It is a waterbed.
But isn't he like the sweet, kind boyfriend in the movie?
I don't think he believes her. I don't remember. It's been a million years since I've seen that damn movie. We gotta
watch it again.
We might have to have a marathon.
Yeah, in his honor.
We'll light a black candle for Wes Craven. Try and summon nether demons or some shit. Okay, so now for something completely different.
Completely different.
So NASA has decided that they're going to put people in a big hole and seal it up for a year.
Not a hole.
You found this story, so you tell us what's happening.
The standard mission on the International Space System is 6 months.
Mm-hmm. They've had some folks up there for like a year or more now.
Not us. Other countries.
Oh, okay. I thought we had one guy who was like, he got stuck recently. He like recently hit like almost a year because of all the mishaps with getting supplies and getting back and stuff like that.
Well, the standard set.
Sure.
6 months. So this last year they did an 8-month isolation, and it's in Hawaii. It looks like it's a geodesic dome tent thing on a volcanic lava rock flow, like not an active flow. Basically, they found the place that looked
was the least
and
hospitable,
felt the most like Mars. And they're not allowed to leave the dome without gearing up in spacesuit. Like, they can go outside for missions, but they have to, like, suit up and, like, go outside and pretend, gather rocks and that kind of stuff.
It'd be so hard.
So, basically...
it would be so... I gotta go. I need to go see the sun, everybody.
Yeah. But basically, they are simulating what the eventual plan is. For Mars, and
so the real question is did Pauly Shore make it in, and and can they dance if they want to? It's a great movie. Biodome may be one of the greatest movies of the 90s. It is awfulsome to the extreme. It is so awfully wonderfully bad.
Okay.
And good at the same time.
Okay. I will accept that.
And what's his face?
To just say that it's a great movie, I will not accept.
What's his name? I forget which one of the Baldwins it was. Is it Daniel Baldwin who's in it with him?
I don't know.
Fuck, I love that fucking movie, dude.
I have flushed that movie from my mind.
I love that movie so much. I can't believe they're doing Biodome for real. That's the shit.
Anyway. Well, no, it's not Biodome.
They should have entered to the safety dance. Like, entered into the, like, when they were coming in, someone should have hit the safety dance on like the intercom or some shit. Like, that would have been
I think that gets you booted from the mission.
No.
If you reference a Pauly Shore movie, you get booted from the mission. So anyway, they're starting...
You know the people that like Pauly Shore movies? Fucking happy people.
Or stoned people.
Again, I reiterate, happy people. Happy people like Pauly Shore movies. Happy people. So
they're starting a year-long isolation trial in the same location, same place, different crew.
So so I assume this is like a dome, like above ground on rock. So is it clear? Can they see outside?
No, it's
so it's constructed dome. As though it were actually on the thing. Okay,
they are
interesting.
I mean, they can control gravity and that kind of stuff, but as much as possible, they're trying to simulate.
I wonder what happened. I wonder how well it would fare in like a tsunami or something. I mean, I'm not wishing a tsunami on Hawaii, obviously.
I would think if it was a powerful enough one, they would cancel. But I mean, there are solar storms.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, there's like
Mars
sand.
Too.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm reading The Martian right now because all the trailers are so good, and it was on sale for $2 on Amazon.
Yeah.
So yeah, I picked it up because $2, and the first sentence includes the word fuck, which means it's for me. Like, this book may have actually been explicitly written for me, guide. Just look me up.
It is pretty close. It is pretty close.
Yeah. And so like sandstorms and all that kind of shit immediately come to mind. Like, somebody has had to have read this book who's doing this shit at NASA, right? Like, because a lot of it seems like fairly technical in the book, and it's like all of these things make sense. We should maybe look into this shit.
Yeah,
somebody should be looking. I hope somebody's looking into this shit, and this is not just taken as fiction.
Yeah. But as much as they can there. So I would assume that they're gonna leave it there if any. Minor storms. If a gigantic, once in a century storm, I'm sure they'll get the people out of there and keep them safe. But...
That's what we all thought about Katrina too.
Well,
they weren't
government employees.
I thought I'd mention it. It is actually, this weekend was the 10-year anniversary. Yeah. We were we actually lived in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, about an hour from the Gulf Coast.
Yeah.
It was a We did stupid things.
It was a weird time.
It was a weird time. It was super weird. Me and my friend went out on our porch and let the wind blow us and slide on the water. We went and explored our
all derelict those things that you're college campus.
All that shit they tell you not to do. We totally did all that shit. We waited 8 hours. Remember, we waited 8-9 hours in line to get food at the Sam's Club or whatever.
Yeah.
And the first thing one of our friends was staying with us. The first thing we did, we walked over, each of us grabbed a pallet of Beanie Weenies, and we were like, all right, now let's find some water. We're good. We don't need anything else after this. The Beanie Weenies will sustain us forever because they're Beanie Weenies.
And we'd put them on the car dash.
Yeah, we would put them on the car dash to heat them up. Because it was August in fucking southern Mississippi.
Yeah.
It was a weird time. It was oddly, like...
Looking back on it,
it's way easier to look back on it.
When it happened, it was terrifying because there were rumors about crazy stuff, and a brother shot his sister in the head over a bag of ice.
Yeah, it happened in our town,
and
they had all the prisoners in a giant fucking tent city, because they couldn't be in the prison anymore.
Yeah, it was too hot in the prison, nuts, so they had to live in the tents, and we were not even in the badly hit.
I don't know. We got hit rough, but I mean, it wasn't like wiped out.
The worst in the city's history, but in the grand scheme of things,
there were still houses.
Yeah, buildings were blown off their foundation, but it's
there were towns on the Mississippi coast that
don't exist
literally
anymore.
just got wiped out. Yeah. Like there was nothing but slabs left.
Yeah,
even the debris went. It was nuts. It was a crazy time. I'm not really sure how the hell we got there. Oh well.
Either.
But. It does look like really the Gulf Coast is looking up. I mean, things are getting better.
I mean,
there's a lot of rebuilding. It's still weird to go down and drive down the coast because, for a lot of people.
What you've been used to seeing your entire life just is not there and will never be rebuilt. Yeah.
It's weird. I think the weirdest thing for me is going down the coast and seeing all the casinos on land.
Yeah,
that is the weirdest thing for me.
Weird.
Long ago, before Katrina, the casinos in southern Mississippi all had to be on a barge in the water, like 15 feet out.
Because gambling on land was illegal.
Because gambling on land was illegal, and it's crazy and mad and not good for anybody.
Unless you're on a reservation.
Yeah. But after Katrina, they were like, "Oh fuck it, y'all can come in."
Yeah,
it's not.
We don't want to deal with this again.
Because one of the casinos, the Copa, I think it was actually an old cruise ship they repurposed, and it had washed across the highway into a bank across the way, this was like a good 200 yard
cruise ship.
It coasted through a probably 200 to 300 yard parking lot over a highway. Into another building. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, less depressing news.
Yeah. Man, we got a couple of downers episodes right in a row last week.
Last week was okay.
Last week?
Anyway. So some interesting Flash news. They have cast the voice actor for Zoom will be Tony Todd, who is better known as the Candyman.
Yeah.
Or...
The Candyman.
That really ultra creepy black guy that's in everything and plays an ultra creepy black guy.
Yeah. Candyman.
The Candyman, yeah, that's
because he just plays
things. He's just the Candyman.
I'm really interested to see because Zoom's power set and story history and all that is so intertwined with Reverse Flash and all that. I'm interested to see how they're going to have someone with the same exact power set still feel
and keep
new.
It interesting. Yeah. Well, I think maybe if it's, I don't know. I feel like the Reverse Flash is not quite the same kind of speedster as the Flash, right? He's got a battery cell kind of situation.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of hoping that that
Zoom
is more like the copy bad Flash, so to speak.
Yeah.
Still like the Flash, but just bad, as opposed to battery cell, I only have a limited amount of time I can do bad things kind of guy.
Yeah.
I think it could actually keep it more interesting and more engaged in the primary storyline, as opposed to some of the villain of the week stuff. Generally speaking, I hate villain of the week. I don't really enjoy that kind of structure.
I think the Flash lends itself to it.
I think so too, but I think a lot of that is execution. They've gone with the rogues. They've paced themselves. They've added humor. There's a lot of things they've done to make the show appealing, and every episode, no matter how subtle, has some hint at the primary overarching storyline. They are moving ahead in all of the storylines. However, they're going to lose a couple of their rogues gallery, right? Captain Cold is going to go away probably mid-season. Heatwave is going to go away probably mid-season. They're going to have some crazy crossover to bring back White Canary with Arrow, I bet. I'm guessing they're going to have some kind of a crossover-y thing going on with that. Adam will probably cross over.
Adam's going to the Adam fallout from the finale is apparently going to take, like, most of it's going to happen on the Flash.
Okay.
The White Canary stuff, most of it is apparently going to happen on the Arrow.
Well, that makes sense, right?
And then, like, I don't know if it's mid-season finale. There's going to be a giant crossover event that is basically the kind of like prequel pilot to Legends of Tomorrow.
And one of the things that we haven't even addressed yet is Firestorm. Like, my understanding is that Robbie Amell is not coming back. Or at least he's not coming back for long.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'd be really interested to see what they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, Flash is easily my favorite show on television.
It won this season.
Period. It's probably been the best TV I've watched in like the last probably 10 years or some shit, man. I found it really engaging. I found it lighthearted and fun. I am really tired of The Walking Dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, not The Walking Dead specifically, but I'm just
grim,
ultra dark. Grim, fucking survival-y
we're all
shit.
The scum of humanity, and we're all rape and kill.
We're not the it's not the zombies that are the monsters. We're the monsters. I am so fucking tired of that. It is unbelievable.
It was good in 28 Days Later. It's now how many years later?
Yeah.
You know, the story has been told enough.
It's not even enough. It's just
have to turn on the news.
It's so many times in a row.
Yeah.
And even disregarding the news, in fiction, it's just been so many times in a row at this point. It's too much. But yeah, I'm also hopeful that Grodd will come back. I think Grodd would be great.
I think he kind of has to. Like they haven't.
Yeah. I would love to see like some
season 3.
I would love a Grodd season. I think we said that in the midst of when Grodd came out. Like, I think
we say that every time they talk about Grodd.
Well, I mean, I think we were like season 2. We were like, it's going to be Grodd. I can't think of anybody else that's better that's been in this season. There's no bleed over, and there technically isn't bleed over with this new guy, right? Like, well, we don't know.
Well, my guess is it's going to be. Zoom is going to be somehow tied in with the timeline wackiness.
Part of me is guessing. I'm not really sure how they're planning on doing Wally West, because I know he's going to be in there. But are they going to do Wally West is never from the future, but maybe they kind of merge him with Bart Allen, and maybe they have a little impulsy thing going, but not quite. I mean, there's a lot they can do. There's a lot they can do. And I think, frankly, I think 2 possible people as being the Flash is kind of enough for TV.
Yeah.
Like, one of the articles we were reading on IO9, like, the author was confused by the possibilities. I cannot understand. It seems like Zoom is just the reverse Flash, but he's not the reverse. Fucking come on, dude. Everybody has been everybody else at some point or other.
Yeah.
I mean, for God's sakes, there's been 3 fucking Flashes at this point in the comics.
Yeah.
And like the Reverse Flash, I think has actually been 3 different people too, or 4 even in comics. So I mean, like,
I don't know.
If you're going to write an article about a fucking comic book show, read some motherfucking comic books first. Just saying. Seems completely reasonable to do some research about a thing. So last TV news. I guess it's not even news. We watched Vixen.
Yeah. 5 minutes.
It was a 5-minute short. Apparently it's 6 episode 30-minute thing, and we didn't do our research. No, we did not do our research.
We were expecting a full show, and we were so excited.
Well, it's much hype, right? Like, it's so much hype, and it's animated. They hyped a thing for 6 months to do a 30-minute show, which seems like a lot of effort for 30 minutes.
This has got to be to see if it will work.
I feel like Vixen will work. I actually really enjoyed the voice acting. Yeah. I thought, Stephen Amell did quite well, and so did Grant Gustin, and the voice actress they picked for Vixen. I don't have any idea who the hell it was.
I can't remember what her name is.
But she did a good job, and the whole foster father. I don't know shit about Vixen, other than she has like animal powers based on her tribal amulet thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the first scene was really cool. The one they used as the hype machine, where she's basically running from / fighting the Flash and the Arrow at the same time,
kind of kicking
and kind of winning. Yeah. Though I will contend, I don't give a fuck how much like a tiger you are. You're not fucking faster than the Flash.
No,
you're not. Sorry, Vixen.
I think it's more along the lines that she's outthinking him.
Again,
that kind of
I
thing.
would contend you cannot beat the Flash. In most iterations, he's super smart too, because he can read super fast and shit, and he thinks super fast. Everything about him is super fast. I wonder if he's more mature.
I couldn't even hear what she said, but I already know what she said because the way you're laughing.
Yeah. He puts rabbits to shame. Anyway.
Okay. This is just the rabbits and the thing. So I should have posted it because some of the pictures were crazy. So a zoologist last week started like a Twitter thing where it was like junk off, where like all these zoologists were posting pictures of the animals that they study, like their bizarre junk. So it was like, here's a barbed vagina, here's a corkscrew penis,
things of nightmare.
Yeah, here's a mushroom that's shaped like a phallus.
Hashtag anatomy of nightmares.
Yeah, it was crazy. Here's like a 3-inch long clitoris.
What?
Yes, like I can't remember what animal
Tell me it was like a dolphin or something. They're like the only other animal that has sex for enjoyment, right?
It might have been a chimpanzee. I can't remember.
I don't know. Do chimpanzees enjoy sex?
Bonobos.
I would think they're pretty close to us.
Chimps are very, like, that's one of the things that sets them aside. Sets them apart. So anyway, but yeah, Twitter, junk off. It was funny and bizarre.
I'll have to look
and
that
weird.
shit up, man.
Yeah. But the rabbit thing made me think of it. So anyway.
I'll have to have like the Reddit for puppies up too, just in case.
Well, it wasn't anything like
need a palate
horrifying.
I don't know. A barbed vagina sounds fucking horrifying, regardless of what it's attached to.
It was more. Well, it's all the pictures are all so close up.
You don't understand. A barbed vagina sounds horrifying. I think I might need a puppy. I might need a puppy palate. I think a barbed vagina sounds much worse.
Oh, one of the it was a wasp.
No, I'll give you.
No, the corkscrew one. The corkscrew one was a wasp, and when it's done mating, it breaks off its penis inside the female so that she can't mate with another male.
Again, I would call this much more horrifying from the male aspect of things.
I just wanted to share that with you.
Boo-hoo, she doesn't get to mate again. He probably dies.
Oh, probably. Well, they're insects. They have short lifespans anyway.
It doesn't matter. It's not the point. He has died for the reproduction of his species. And got no enjoyment out of it by all reports.
You don't know.
Of everything.
You don't know.
Anyway. Vigimo games.
Vigimo games.
Holy shit. Fucking barbed vaginas. Damn it. I need to go look up a puppy.
So, video games.
Vigimo games. So clearly, Minecon was like last month or something.
Yeah, you were super
late on this shit. Apparently, it came up again because there was apparently a new trailer shown off at PAX, though I was not able to find it.
Okay.
Apparently, there was going to be the Minecraft story mode done by Telltale.
Yeah.
Which, if you don't know Telltale Games, please remove the rock from over top of your head and get out from under it. They make the Walking Dead games. They make the Game of Thrones game. They make the fucking Fables game, which is not called Fables. It's called Wolf Among Us.
Or Wolf Among Us.
So basically, they make heavily story-driven games that are almost all...
It's a movie.
It's a playable movie, effectively.
And then you choose. But you have to choose fast.
Yeah, not always. Just most of the time. But yeah, I think it looks kind of funny. Like, it looks like...
I would say this is one of those things that price point would be a big deal
well, it's not going to be more than
Telltale is never really expensive. So,
Yeah.
Like, if it was a $60 game, I'd be like, F that.
It's Telltale. Not Telltale. It's not a sign.
It's my accent.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Anyway,
that is my country. That is my.
I think
country accent.
I think it looks neat.
I think it looks funny.
Well, the thing is like they're supposed to be like okay, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just now getting confused. My understanding was that 1.9. Minecraft 1.9 was supposed to have like a story mode version of Minecraft. So maybe I got confused and it was this thing that's not actually in Minecraft, just it is based on Minecraft. I don't really know.
I don't remember. I remember them saying something was going to be in the new, but but I don't remember.
Like there's a ton of other stuff in Minecraft that's coming out in 1.9. Like you'll be able to dual wield and diamond hose will be useful. And other things. But the programmer part of me is actually pretty stoked about conditional command blocks. Sorry. Just, I put that out there. Also, you can apparently not have to use redstone in command blocks, which is probably going to make some things much less complicated and much more interesting. Yeah. Actually. Well, actually, it might almost actually be a legit programming language by the end of the next couple patches. Well, which seems neat.
There have already been patches where people have basically done that, and they're using it to teach kids programming.
Like, did I show you?
And there's I can't remember the name of the patch, but there was a physics professor that like did something where it basically does. You can learn about very abstract physics terms in Minecraft.
Cool.
And
well, did I show you where the guys like were programming a 3-dimensional Legend of Zelda? Yeah. Like they had like this several layers below that were like all command blocks and it was all computer stuff and it could sense where the person was and shit and like show them up on like a map that looked like the damn map from Zelda. I had like a little nerdgasm as I was watching it. It was fucking awesome.
And I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
This is neat.
And you're like, you don't understand.
This is so cool. This is my impression of you. And I don't know why I'm pursing my lips like that. Anyway. So our last bit of news is Uncharted.
I'm not sure I'm letting that go.
What do you mean?
That imitation of me. I'm not sure I'm letting that go. Uncharted 4. I'm just tucking it away for later. Just tucking it away
like every fucking thing else I do on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll keep that up here for you. Yeah. Struggle for you is very real. Mm-hmm.
Uncharted 4.
So now I know when I'm going to be spending my money or whatever our money, whether you like it or not.
I know who I married.
Yeah, Uncharted 4 is releasing on March 18th. Mm-hmm. I'm not that surprised actually. I think it'll be plenty of time.
So have they confirmed that this is the last one with him, or is everyone still just conjecturing from the name?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't think anybody legitimately knows.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if they
It's presumed to be the last one.
Yeah. Because I really like that voice actor.
Nolan North.
Yeah.
He's going to be redoing Dinklebot. Or has redone Dinklebot.
Oh, yeah.
He's very pervasive as a voice actor for... And another guy whose name I can't remember now is completely... evaporated from my fucking brain. He was at Alamo City Comic Con last year, actually.
Yeah.
Troy Baker, I want to say. I want to say that's who. Okay. Troy Baker is also
Very
probably like the second most prominent voice actor in video games. Like, I think he actually did the voice acting for The Wolf Among Us, if I'm not mistaken. I might be mistaken. Who knows? But he's really good.
Yeah.
Anyway. So yeah, they're releasing March 18th. I'm excited.
They have a cool statue.
I need
to pre-order.
I need to
$2 million.
And Uncharted, like the only PS Vita game I ever finished, hand cripplingly small as that system was, because when these hands are in the fucking game, shit's difficult to find a damn console, like a handheld console that's like not made for a small girl. And it fucking, that game was good, dude. It was a lot of fun. It's the only fucking Vita game I beat was the Uncharted one. I still am in the midst of playing Uncharted 3, but it's one of those things that came out really close to the end of the generation. I find it difficult to go back to the old stuff. Well, a lot of it, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of it is the controller. Like how very loose the analog sticks are on the PS3 fucking whatever controller. It makes it difficult to aim now. Like You've gotten more,
used to the,
like, there's more resistance on the Xbox 360 controller. That's why I like it better, actually. And there's now a lot more resistance on the PS4 controller, and I like that even better.
Yeah.
If I could play Uncharted 3 with a PS4 controller, I'd be happy. Which I probably can, but not for the amount of money I'm willing to spend, because I'm not doing that PlayStation Now horseshit. Give us backward compatibility, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
For God's sakes. Even Microsoft is doing it. Just saying. When Microsoft beats you with a thing, it's not good.
No.
Ever. Because Microsoft does not do good things a lot. Or it takes them a lot of iterations to get it right. What?
Kind of like your English skills at the moment.
English is hard.
They do no good things.
Whatever. I love it. This, my friends, is why you shouldn't marry an English teacher.
This, my friends, is why you shouldn't marry a nerd.
Whatever. My statement was clear and concise. Maybe not in the most eloquent language, but it did get my point across. You're welcome. So I think that's it. I think we're actually trying to plan out some content, some additional content that doesn't last for an hour. I'm starting to play, small chunks. So I'm trying to play some Ark Survival Evolved, or Evolve Survival. I can't remember.
Those words are involved.
Yeah, they're in some order of things and stuff. Hang on, I can look. Here's my Steam right here. Survival Evolved. So if you don't know what that is, basically it's a high graphics Minecraft with dinosaurs. And it's hard as balls. Like, I have died so many times. I've probably died more in one night playing that game than I have ever died in Minecraft. Every time.
I was like, how you doing?
I'm fucking dead again, trying to find my body.
In your tidy whities, trying to find your body.
Bigfoot killed me. Bigfoot killed me for standing there. It's not actually, it's called like a Gigantosaurus or some shit like that. But it looks like a Bigfoot. Right, like it's a big hairy ape guy. I know I'm not saying the name. It's Gigantus something.
Okay.
I don't. It's not Saurus because it's not actually a dinosaur. Like, I assume it was a mammal of some sort. Anyway, it looks like a fucking Bigfoot.
And it killed you.
And it killed the shit out of me. Like, it hit me and it like knocked me back so far. It hit me like 4 times and I was dead and I couldn't move. This is the second time I died because I couldn't move. Okay, the first time I died because I was trying to get my first chest and I destroyed a megalodon, a giant dinosaur-y fucking shark thing, killed the shit out of that son of a bitch with a fucking stone spear.
That's impressive.
And then I get down to the chest that I have now earned, fucking beyond doubt earned the shit out of that chest. And there was too much shit in it, and I couldn't move to swim out of the fucking pond I was in, and I drowned and died. And I threw my hands up that night, and I went back to try and find my body, and it was gone. I was so angry. Yeah. And so, like, last night when I was playing Ark, I threw my hands up at the fucking Bigfoot killing me, and that's why I left. That's why I came to bed. So yeah, I'm gonna try and start over fresh from there. And you know, basically film a whole bunch of death reels, because that seems to be how this game is going at this moment. I tried to convince Jessica to play with me, but the more I die, the less she wants to play. Imagine
the more
that.
I hear this, I'm not sure this is the game for me.
Yeah. And the motherfucking turtles, I'm just going to put it out there, whatever the fuck those turtle dinosaurs, Carbo, whatever the fuck's there, they are fucking killer, dude. They will eat the shit out of your stuff. Train. Fucking, oh my god.
You'll be able to pronounce all of these.
So bad. So much bad. And I haven't even seen a fucking carnivore yet.
It's all been before.
I've gotten like a Dilophosaurus killed me like one time because it had a mate. Like, so 2 Dilophosauruses teamed my ass like one time. And otherwise it's been all herbivores killing me because I tried to kill them first and failed. And also I've tamed 3 dinosaurs with fuck, I can't remember the name of it. With the big horn on their head or whatever.
Hadrosaur?
No. But yes, it looks like a hadrosaur. It's it's a different iteration of that. Because yes, I know, I recognize that from Dinosaur Train too. And fucking they have died within 20 minutes of me taming them every time. 20 minutes. Like, I have the highest death rate of dinosaur pet ever.
That's pretty bad.
Fuckers die fast, dude. Like, I'm not even talking like...
Are they like the beginner pet? Like the goldfish at the fair?
I should probably really try and start with like a flock of dodos or something at this point. Like, I can't imagine it would be probably a bit less of an investment. Because like, it takes like 45 minutes to an hour to tame a damn dinosaur.
Really?
Yeah. Because you gotta like feed it and keep it knocked out and shit.
This is not my game.
You can you can apparently adjust it in configuration, but I don't know how to do that yet. So yeah, you guys can see me fucking just get completely annihilated
and get really angry about it.
Yeah. Another idea we've been kicking around is trying to play like a single player, and specifically like one of the Telltale games together, where it probably will devolve into me trying to troll Jessica by making shitty decisions while she tries to preserve relationships with other people, which really is just an emulation of how her life is now. Wouldn't you say? Well, now that you've been warned, you might not play with me. I don't know.
True. You may have just shot yourself in the foot.
Indeed, I may have. But I think that
if there's any games that you can think of that you would like to see us play.
Let us know what do you think? Do you think we should play the Walking Dead game, or do you think we should play The Wolf Among Us? I've only played through I think 1 episode of The Wolf Among Us, but I've played through like 5 episodes of Walking Dead, so I kind of know some of the stuff that's coming. Well, let us know in the comments or on Twitter or any of the little thingies over there. You can hit us up on Facebook or Twitter. I'm at BearMonk1,
and I'm at Cerebral Lunch.
And if you'd like to watch some of our previous episodes, you can click down there to the annotation. A like and subscribe is always appreciated.
Very much.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. Bye.